Okay, so today I'm going to be installing an outlet next to my service panels in my basement. The outlet's going to be for a little networking center, Wi-Fi, router, all that. And then I'm going to branch off of that outlet to run another circuit to some outlets that I have in another area of my basement. Okay, so here I am just opening up the panel. Made sure I killed the main breaker, got some spotlights going on down there so I can see, and I'm just opening up one of these knockouts along the side of the service panel so that I can feed my conduit into the service panel to go into a new breaker. So I got the knockout out, and now I'm just tightening the nut on the back of the threaded nipple that goes into the service panel. Checking out my layout here with a 90 and a quad box. Sorry about that, double box. Now I'm just checking my wire length, making sure I got using a scrap piece of wire here because it's not a long run at all. So just making sure I got enough. Cutting off the tip, stripping some, just feeding it through. I don't know. I find it easier that if I can just slide my fitting over the wire than having to fish the wire through the conduit. Usually works out a little bit easier. Gluing all my joints. I want this to be a nice clean install. I want it to be strong. I'm not an electrician. However, I did wire my entire house. I feel like I got a pretty good baseline of knowledge. But if anybody sees anything that seems out of this world here, please let me know. Okay, I got the cover on the service panel put back on, and now I'm just mounting this block here so that I can mount my outlet to that block, because the way that I had the knockout that I used coming out of my service panel, it's standing off the wall about 1.5 inches, so I wanted to get a good solid connection here. But you'll see later on in this video, actually later on in the next video, I actually end up undoing all of this work that I did, using a different knockout, and then using some conduit hangers coming off the concrete wall, and I'd say it's actually a lot cleaner install. Looks a lot better. So I didn't have any Tapcons to put that block up. So I drilled out my holes and then stuffed a piece of bare copper wire in there, and then just used a deck screw. Usually holds pretty well if you get that copper all the way down to the bottom of the hole.